Hey guys, it's your boy Tony. Just doing this quick intro to, reintroduce our podcast here. I know it's been a while. We haven't been putting up our movie reviews, my edited movie reviews, our podcast, or whatever the heck we do on this thing, Let's Plays. But we're working on new projects, and we're gonna get them out hopefully weekly, maybe twice a week. We got some new cast of members here. We got all your old favorites, except for Jake. He's dead now. So, look forward to all this stuff. Tonight, we're going to have a debate and testing our new member of our podcast with a couple of anime episodes. Y'all like anime, right? Probably not. Anime is haram. But, bear with it, 3 episodes, and we'll get right back to the movie reviews, let's plays, and all the chaoticness that you guys love. Thanks. Oh, also, I was Jared Leto this whole time. Yep, that's right. It's Morbin time. Alrighty, welcome to this impromptu episode of Schizophreniacast. We're here, gonna have a debate tonight. Um, we got two people that just finished watching Berserk, and no, Danny's been watching it for years already and reading the comic and everything. So he's
I've
a
watched it
bit
too many times.
he watched it too many times, and yeah, we're just gonna debate if Griffith is gay or not.
Should we do opening arguments?
Yes. All right. Since Danny's still eating his burger, go ahead, Chance, with your opening argument. I'll give you 1 minute.
My opening argument is that Griffith is 100% definitely gay. Um, it's very obvious at several scenes during the Golden Age arc, that he is definitely very interested in guts.
Amazing.
You want to give examples?
All right. A Chance forfeited his other 50 seconds. So Danny, you
You
want to
don't want
make
to
a...
give any example? You don't want to give any examples, Chance? Or
Okay. How about this? How about the key scene where Guts is just chilling and Griffith sends someone to get him, and when Guts goes over, it's just Griffith taking a bath.
that's a good one to bring up.
Yeah, like who who is just calling another man into their bath to have a discussion while he's fully naked?
That's pretty gay. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good one. Okay, should I bring up my opening argument now or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So Griffith is not gay. He just has a weird understanding of power dynamics and like relationships. So like for instance, um he has an obsession with Guts because Guts is like a very powerful soldier for him.
Mhm.
So and he knows that Guts has like weird tendencies and relationships with people and he's like looking for a place to be. So he like overly like they call it love bombing when you like build someone up and like talk them up and say like, "Oh, I want you to be around us because everybody else has been telling him for like years that like he brings curses and he's cursed and that he brought like plague to his to everybody that was important to him." So that's why he starts doing that to Guts at the beginning of the Golden Age arc. And so he's just like kind of manipulating Guts where it's like over because Guts doesn't really know what a normal relationship is or a normal healthy relationship is. So that's why he's like, "Oh, I'm getting so much like guy. I might as well stick with him." And plus, I'm like devoted to him because he's like, he beat me in battle and shit. So I think that's why he does that. I mean, uh, I don't want to like do a counter argument to the example you gave, but I just think that Griffith is just overly manipulative. And his Guts bested him in aspects and like beat his what is it called, his control over him. So that's what I think.
I mean, I get the whole manipulation factor, but when Griffiths first started, with Guts, he didn't really know about Guts' personality or that he went through any of that. So how would he know how to manipulate Guts in that manner?
because he knows the type. He did it to Casca. He's probably done it with pretty much everybody in the Band of the Hawk, because the Band of the Hawk, like, everybody's got like a weird, like, fucked up story of like how they came there. They're like basically like misfit lost souls and stuff. So they're looking for something to like build on. So they see Griffith, and Griffith is like super nice and super charming. So he kind of like can sense who he can manipulate. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
Casca wasn't even really manipulation. He saved her, and she just chose to go. Whereas Guts, he was just like, hey, I want you.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he kind of forced him to go with him, but like, I know, but he said like, I want you, like, I want you around, you know, like I beat you, but you belong to me now because because I want you to be like, I find you valuable, basically, is what he's saying in like subtext. And like with Casca, like Casca's obviously in like a bad situation when he saves her. But he doesn't actually technically save her. He like throws a sword to her and like lets lets things play out. If anything, he didn't really do all that much to save her. Like, I don't even remember if he attacked the guy that was like assaulting her or not. Did he
Oh
do that?
yeah,
I think he cut her
no,
face a
he
little.
didn't. He just gave her the sword.
Yeah, so it's like, so I think, I mean, you see this chick in like this like vulnerable position. You just say like, defend yourself, like, you're powerful, you can do this, and then it works on her later. Like, she's like totally obsessed with him. So
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know, like, about the whole like taking a bath thing. Maybe they're just fucking weird. Like, cause even Casca, like, he shows
Ass.
later on when he like had sex with the old guy.
Daddy, wait.
Remember?
I'm gonna interrupt
What?
this very philosophical and very deep conversation that we're having to say that the audio cut out, so all it sounded like was just like, and the show, Casca shows, and then all you heard was the audio cut out, and then you go ass really loud.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So that's
I heard that
gonna
too.
be that's gonna be really good on the recording. Anyways,
Yeah,
continue.
so fucking cause like he showed Casca his ass, but like he doesn't really like want to bang Casca except for at the very end when he wants to, like, when he's lost everything. So I mean, he just does that, I guess. I mean, maybe he's just like messing with everybody, like showing them his like he's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't know if you've ever met like or like you ever heard about like people that like sell, like, prostitute themselves, or like that are like that, or went through a lot of like trauma like that, but they're kind of like overly like out there with their bodies and shit. So
I
like
mean,
maybe he just doesn't care. And plus, back in the but like I mean, they're always naked around each other for some reason.
that is true. That is true. But even when the other ones like, acknowledge their power, he doesn't really go out of his way to like control them or keep them around or acknowledge that he wants them around in any sort of way.
They're not as powerful as Guts is. Like, Guts is like the most I mean, he saw him kill Pazuzu at the very
Mhm.
beginning, like this giant dude, and he's like a little, like, scrawny guy or whatever. So he probably saw the potential in him, and like, and of course he's like the strongest. He went to go save him when what is it called? When what the fuck is that dude's name? Zod.
Yeah,
Was gonna
Zod.
go. But I just think he's just like too valuable. Like, I don't think he actually thinks he's. I don't think that. I was telling Tony this. I don't think Griffith is actually gay. I think he's like. I think he's asexual, if anything, because he only uses like. The only time when you see him actually like go after sex is when he goes to have sex with the princess, and that even
Mhm.
then that's like some kind of weird like manipulative thing, to make himself feel better because he just got his ass kicked by Guts in front of his like crew. So
Mhm.
like he goes to the only person that like is still like, well, maybe in his head is like still devoted to him, or like still looks at him like, oh, this hot guy or whatever, that's like so amazing and stuff like that. He goes and then he like forces himself on her. That's the only time when you see him try to like go after sex, besides the time he sells himself to the I forget what the name of that guy is. I don't think he was a king, but the
Yeah, he was like a lord or something like that.
yeah, exactly. That's the only time. So he's, if anything, I would think that he's like asexual. Like he doesn't really like sex because the only time when he
Mm,
has sex is either through um coercion. Either he's being coerced into having sex, or he's coercing someone else into having sex.
hmm.
So I don't even think he like thinks like that.
I mean, what about the whole scene with Casca during the eclipse?
Um, oh, during the eclipse. Well, he's just doing that to fuck with guts. Like obvious. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah,
just. I mean, like I said, it's just another manipulative tactic. He's gonna take away from. I mean, because he's like obviously mad at guts. I mean, he tried to like strangle him when they saved him. So
yeah.
he blames guts for like everything that's happened, even though people like try to say that that's not the case, or that like somehow the manipulation of the god hand um forced him to do that, or like it's manipulating the way that he thinks. But it really isn't. He just wants to fuck with guts. He like literally hates guts. He hates the fact that he's not in his power, or wasn't in his power.
But then why does Griffith not kill Guts when after he's like, resurrected or whatever?
I think he tried to. I think he was gonna. Well, I mean, he. I think he was trying to like, because the Skull Knight saves him. Remember? I
Oh,
think.
yeah, the on the initial encounter, like when he's first resurrected, but then in the the field of swords, that's the memorial for everyone that died in the eclipse.
Mhm.
When Griffith goes there, it's like a perfect opportunity to either kill Guts himself or to let Zod kill Guts, but he just leaves.
I think he just has like bigger ambitions, because he even says like he doesn't feel anything when he sees him. So like I think that, but that might also be because he got resurrected along with the Moonchild. You know who the
Hmm.
Moonchild is, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think he got resurrected along with him. So I don't know if he even understands like what's going on with him, because he's like sort of mixed in with the Moonchild, like his like feelings and emotions and stuff like that. So maybe they're just like evening each other out. Either that, or he's just like really wants that kingdom. So like, I mean, he even said like I don't feel anything. He said something along the lines of not feeling anything when he sees guts anymore.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's probably not the best thing to bring up, but at the very very beginning of the Black Swordsman arc,
Hmm.
he says he like starts insulting guts, if you remember, like when he's fighting the Count, the Count Slug thing.
Yeah.
He like calls him like useless and all that stuff, and like Guts tries to shoot him and he blocks it. So
Which
like,
which again would have been a perfect opportunity for him to kill Guts as Guts was trying to attack him.
true. I don't know if they're like in the ethereal realm, if they can like affect people, because they can only like manipulate other things to do that. Like I think like oh god, I forget what the name of the blowing one, the one that's like making kissy, like he's making like a little kiss face.
Yeah.
He like took the form of like rats, I think, and then Slan, I remember her name because she shows her tits. Um, she like she took the form of gut, of like actual like viscera, um, before that. So I don't even think they can technically manipulate what's going on there. And it's not like an eclipse where like, and then later on also, when the egg of the new world, I believe, or the perfect world, when they
Hmm.
resurrected Griffith, that was him being morphed in uh with the demon world, or the ethereal world, and the real world, or the world of Midland, together, which is why they did that ritual in the first place. So he couldn't have killed Guts. He can only kill Guts in that ethereal area or whatever, for whatever reason. Even though there's like there's apostles in the real world, so that kind of like evens out. So he really can't do it in a weird way. If that makes any sense?
Yeah. At that point, at least, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and plus it was at the very beginning when he still when I think Miura is still working out the lore. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, so I don't really think Griffith is gay at all. I think he's like just weird. If he is gay, It's like it's like a weird gay where he's like doesn't want to have sex with anybody because it's like beneath him or he thinks it's gross or something.
I could see that, but I still definitely think he has some sort of attraction other than just straight power for Guts with the way he speaks to him during the Golden Age arc. Like after the eclipse, maybe not so much, but I definitely think there's something else there during the Golden Age.
Well, I mean, you can be like friendly with somebody and you can like bond with them a little bit, but I don't know if you've ever had like coworkers or something like that you're not like really that friendly with outside of work, but like you just kind of like work with them all the time and it kind of like you guys build up a rapport or something.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I don't I honestly think that possibly that Griffith enjoyed Guts's like company and was friendly with him, but I don't. But other than when it came down to it, I don't think he would look at him as like anything other than his tool. At the end of the day,
He's
oh
still the only person Griffith ever showed any like actual kind of care towards.
well, yeah. There's no one as powerful as Guts in the story or like ever. So I mean, like care, like how, like care, like the Zod thing, or
But even before this, like he saved Guts' life on multiple occasions,
uh,
and like especially with the Zod, as like he was risking his own life there. Like the first time in at the raid on the camp where Guts was the rear guard, like at that time he wasn't really risking his life so much. But with the Zod encounter, he was definitely risking his life and the loss of his dream, which is what he needs Guts for. He needs Guts to pursue his dream, but he was risking his own life and dream to save Guts' life there.
well, I mean, he risks his life all the time doing multiple things. Like, I mean, he could have been risking his life to you know, playing politics against that what the hell was that dude's name? The dude whose son got
The,
killed by Guts.
yeah, the Knights. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he could be risking his life doing that. I mean, he like risks his life going to war. He risked his bum to like give it up to that guy. Um, so I mean, that's just I think that's just part of like what he needs. But like Guts is like I mean, he's like his commander. So you know, where else are you gonna find a guy like Guts? I think. Um, if I'm just like projecting a little bit or like looking at it from like a practical perspective, like where else are you gonna find a guy like that? So of course, I mean, who knows? I mean, like like Griffith has a really inflated sense of himself. So who knows if he actually thought he was putting his life at risk until he was actually in there. I mean, you know what I mean? Because he's already bested Guts in battle before, so that means that he's a better warrior than he is. So if he's going in there to fight whatever, he probably, you know, is better suited to fight him or not. And then like when you get into it, it's like there's nothing in the text or whatever that like says that that's the case, but that's what I would assume based on everything else.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I mean that's just how I look at it. I don't think Griffith looks at people like that. I think he just kind of has a goal in mind, and he has like things that he needs to put up with to get to that goal, or people that he needs around to get to that goal.
But we're also shown that he actually cares about what Guts thinks as well, because the when he had Guts kill the the person that poisoned him, pretty much, he asked if Guts thought he was a bad person, and that's the only person we see him actually care what they think about, other than his own dream.
Well, I mean, I suppose so. I mean, wasn't he also showing off to like Casca when he was like in the pool or whatever? He was um like ripping his own skin um because of that. Um I mean, what else did he say? I actually don't remember that part so much. If he was a bad person, like
Yeah, I can't remember all of what he said, but he he specifically asked Guts if Guts thought he was a bad person after all that, and Guts is just like, I don't care, killing is what I do. But Griffith like in the scene and in his words, it definitely seemed like he actually cared about what Guts' answer would have been.
Well, I mean, it could be that. Well, I mean, that's the time that um, did he kill this? Did he kill that guy's son at that time? Was that like?
Uh, yeah. Well, Guts killed the guy and the guy's son. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? I mean, that could be
Well, actually,
manipulation too.
that was kind of a different. That was before this, because this was right after Griffith killed the queen and all the other members of the court.
I mean, that could also be just seeing what Guts thinks of him, because I mean, that's like right before the time that Guts decides to go off on his own.
Mm.
So, you know, I mean, you need people to think that you're a good person for them to want to be around you and to like follow you. Um, so I would just assume that, he just wants to see what Guts is thinking at the time, or, you know, that's another
But
manipulation tactic.
yeah, it is. But if he already had enough manipulation over Guts and enough knowing how Guts's mind worked to manipulate him like that, he should have already known that Guts wouldn't have given a shit.
Who knows? I mean, do you think that he would have tried to? Do you think he saw it coming when he was about to leave again, or did you think that he heard that from other people? Like, how do you think they got to there? Um,
Like I definitely think that Griffith did not expect Guts to leave.
yeah. So, I mean, I would assume that like Griffith would, figure out that some people have their own, minds and stuff like that. I mean, at some point he says that like he doesn't look at like other people, which I think is bullshit too. Like when he says that like he doesn't look at anybody that doesn't have their own dream as like a friend.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think that's true. I think he's just making up some bullshit to sound like uh,
Edgy.
edgy or like I don't know. Just trying to impress his fucking like his the girl that's simping over him. So like um so I mean I would assume that you know he doesn't really care. He's just like just trying to see what he thinks or whatever to see if you know there's any dissent in his ranks. I mean, it happens all the time. You see it happen all. I mean, everybody's planning it like against each other in some of the uh, background characters. So
Hmm.
so I would assume that he could see that happening to himself too. Because
That's fair.
I mean like you see like a lot of people pull up that like Griffith didn't do anything wrong issue like from their own or like that opinion from their own view of like what's going on. Um, so I don't see why I can't like you know read in between the lines as to what's happening or just kind of like guess at like why they would make their decisions. I think it would be just as valid to say that there's no um, everything that Griffith thinks that's not in um, his narration has been manipulative because no one even knows what he's thinking when he becomes femto until after I think he comes back resurrected the second time.
Hmm.
So you could, I mean, it could all be that manipulative um, uh, thought process that we don't even know exists or not because he doesn't have a narrative thought in between the Millennium. I think it's the Millennium Kingdom arc. So
I mean, as far as Griffith not doing anything wrong, I would say early on he definitely did not.
early on,
Yeah.
um, I guess not. I mean, everybody pretty much deserved it, right?
Yeah, like for the most part, he was just really like fighting someone else's war.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I mean, you can do war crimes and still like, be in the wrong, I suppose, right? Just because someone gives you the orders and stuff. But I mean, like, he killed a pedo. Um, he what else happened? I mean, he was a mercenary. I guess you could have some problems with that. But they're all fighting like armed soldiers and stuff. So I guess not. But I mean, Griffith doing nothing wrong leading after the eclipse. I don't understand that. I don't understand that opinion at
No,
all.
after the eclipse, he's definitely an evil motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Like
he
can't
he
can't go back on
sacrificed
what.
everyone that fought for him for power. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like it's funny too because oh God, what's his name? Oh, I think Conrad's the dude with like the blowy lips, and the guy with the glasses. Like he's saying like you can sacrifice all these people. These people, it's part of your dream. They want to be sacrificed. In fact, um, which I think like ultimately like he's the one who decides whether he gives a shit or not, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's. I don't even think they would have needed to go through all that trouble just to like get him to sacrifice everybody. Like I think they just would have been like, you can get your kingdom if you kill everyone. He'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
definitely. Like he's 100% in pursuit of his dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he doesn't care who has to die. Like I think it shows that in the beginning he kind of cared a little bit about people dying, but like because the backstory about the kid dying or whatever. But like after that, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't even know why he put that in there. Miura, like I don't. I mean, maybe it was to like get people to like wonder if like Griffith is a bad guy or not, but I don't. I don't know. I mean, who doesn't? Uh, did he give a shit when the other kid died? When the heir to the throne died? I don't think he did, right?
Um, well, it was. I don't think it was really mentioned to him, directly. So like, I don't think there's really a point for him to give a shit about it.
Right, right. Um, yeah. So
But I would say like Griffith definitely does not care about killing kids like Guts does. Like Guts like does not like killing kids, but
well, I mean,
Griffith just does not care.
yeah, that's true. I mean, they both had their like little scenes with that, but I mean, Guts later on. Do you remember in the uh, what's the word? What was the name of the arc? Um, it was the one where he saves the little girl. It's kind of like a western, or
Um, so I just passed the Lost Children arc.
Lost Children arc. Oh, okay. I think that's it. I think it's the Lost Children arc. That's at the very beginning he like holds a kid hostage, right? To like
Yeah,
or uses him as bait or something.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's like peak edgy Guts, I guess, is what they call him.
yeah. But
Um,
at the same time, he's still like puking and like doing everything, puking when he kills a kid and doing everything he can to keep that girl alive.
true,
Even though he's constantly talking about how weak people have no reason to be alive, he's jumping in front of attacks to protect kids. You know?
true, and he's like he's still getting sad when like people well, I mean in that first arc, in that Black Swordsman arc, he's still getting sad when the girl is like "fuck you." Um,
Yeah, the girl becomes a zombie, and then he pretty much like he has
oh
a lapse of
yeah,
judgment, and she stabs him, and then he cuts her in half and is vomiting while he's fighting the hordes.
I forgot that happened. Yeah, holy crap. Yeah. So I mean, I guess yeah, I don't know. He's a complicated character, I
Like
suppose.
no matter how edgy he acts, he definitely still has a conscience in there.
Yeah, if anything, like I wonder if he still I wonder if he would still be friends with Griffith if any of that stuff actually happened. Like if Griffith just decided to be a cripple or whatever, he'd probably still be friends with him. It's probably why he hates him so much. Um, whereas I guess like Griffith's indifference is probably the worst. Um, because he's just like moved on from the fact that he's fucked over all of his friends. Um, they're still dealing with with the fallout of that. So
I
um,
feel like if not for the raping Casca, if Griffith just like showed remorse after sacrificing all them, Guts would be like, okay, yeah, we're chill.
well, I mean, I don't know about that. I think the raping Casca is like the cherry on top that kind of makes him like the most evil character ever.
Yeah.
So um, yeah, just really, I mean, he tried to do it even before he was femto. So
Oh yeah, because when he was crippled in the tent, Casca came in,
yeah,
and then yeah,
he tried to force himself on her, basically. I mean, that's what I think happened. He forced himself on the princess. So
yeah, yeah. He was definitely trying to. He just couldn't move enough to actually do it.
yeah, exactly. So um, so you've only gotten to up to the Lost Children arc?
Yeah, I just passed it. Where am I right now? Hold on, let me open up, see where I'm at.
Oh, did you actually buy the
No, I'm reading it on a website.
Oh, okay.
A
Yeah,
totally legal
so
website.
A perfectly legal website that he bought. I think it's like Amazon Kindle or something.
yeah, I paid for it on Kindle.
God damn it.
I have the
You
the
you
large books that I bought.
oh the
Oh yeah,
large books
so
that cost like $50 each.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want those. I'm not even gonna lie, I want those.
They're not even the original drawings. Well, I mean, I think they might be the original drawings though, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would probably be a good investment.
Yeah, so I'm at the point where he he was holding the holy Iron Chain Knight chick hostage, and there was the scene where she like got possessed and tried to rape him.
Oh right, yeah, the famous scene. Did you get to the horse?
Yeah, I'm past the horse. Yeah.
Oh God. The only thing people remember from that arc. Do you like is Farnese like are you do you hate Farnese right now or like what do you think about her?
Um, she's definitely fucking got some issues, but she's not really hateable at this point
Right.
because like she's just been kind of brainwashed into her beliefs, kind of.
She's just so I like her a lot. You're gonna end up liking her a lot, I think.
I mean, like I watched the 2016 anime, which has a very mixed up order of events for this arc,
Oh.
but like she's definitely not. She's definitely fucked in the head because like like w- she was going out of her way to fucking kill people, kinda, or burn them at the stake or whatever.
She was getting off on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was enjoying that.
Eesh.
Which is weird. If anything, she was enjoying the attention I think she was getting from it. Like
Yeah.
enjoying the attention from, um, you know, uh, being the one that is basically what is it called? Instigating people to burn people or like cheering it on and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, which I think she still does later, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, she was even brainwashed into that kinda. Because it has that scene where the people were pretty much egging her on to do it, and then they got really riled up what she did, and then from then on is when she started doing it.
That's true.
So like, it's not like granted, it showed her as like a kind of a fucked up child in a little bit of ways to begin with, but that was when she got really demented in the way she did things.
Yeah, I wonder, when they revealed. Oh wait, you're not even gonna get to that part yet. Do you care about spoilers?
I'm fine.
Okay, so like at some point they uh Guts and his crew like end up well, I guess like Casca ends up there. Um he ends up getting captured by the I guess you could say the Pope
Hmm.
of their like church. I think he's like a high priest or something like that. And the high priest turns out to be an apostle.
Oh
So
yeah.
like I don't know if they have like I mean cuz I think the church their church is based on um the mythology that there's going to be a white hawk that comes in and
Hmm.
saves everybody, which also gets manipulated too later on, obviously, because it's a fucking hawk. Um, so like So who knows how long the apostles have been in charge of their like little like sect of the church, and how long like burning people at the stake was like an apostle concoction, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty clear they've been there for a while because before, like, the Knights were obviously sent after Guts for being the Black Hawk before they even knew what he did. Because like when they're tailing him, they're like, "Oh shit, he did this." Like they didn't really know shit about like what he was about. Like, yeah, he's got to be the Black Hawk if he did this.
Yeah. Uh, could you say that again? The what? He's the what?
They were calling him the Black Hawk.
Oh, okay.
So,
You fucking asshole.
Yeah.
damn it.
he was the, he was the
Would you say
big
he
black.
was the big one? Would you say-
yeah, he was the big Black Hawk,
He was the BBH, but
the giant hunk of steel.
oh man, this is gay. So is the okay,
What?
okay, new point of contention here. Is the pixie that follows around Guts, is that a good character? That's the new debate.
Okay, that's not a pixie. That's an elf.
Yeah, you fucking ignorant slut.
God-
No, go away. Ow.
Not you.
Do not call me that again.
Not you. No.
Not you. You. The other one. We're trying to talk about the Black Hawk.
Uh, we're talking about talking about hawks, big black hawks.
Swear?
I swear.
Say sorry?
I'm sorry for calling Tony an ignorant slut. I guess.
What about the big white hawk?
no, but no, the elf, good character.
Oh yeah. Oh Puck. Yeah. What about him? What was the question?
Is he good character?
Yeah, he's a good character. I like it. I like Puck. What do you
Ah,
think?
damn it.
I mean, I mean, so far I haven't seen him do anything shitty. He's just kind of like he's really helping Guts. He's just healing him.
Well, I mean, what do you mean, Tony? Like, is he like an evil character, or is he like just a lame character to have in the story?
Oh, lame, I guess. I don't know. I thought I was trying to get you guys to argue about shit, but I guess you both like the gay naked elf thing.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
shut up. Um, it's kind of creepy, honestly. Well, I mean, I have my own like little.
You want to go into that?
No, not yet. Not yet. I just want to talk about Puck as a character real quick. I like Puck because things get a little more lighthearted when he's around, and plus he's been around since like almost the first couple of chapters, I think.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. He was introduced like pretty early on. The Black. Actually, the first chapter of the Black Swordsman arc is Guts saves Puck, and then Puck keeps following him around, trying to get him to agree to let him go with him.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I don't know if did they say that like elves bring good fortune and like wherever they go in those earlier chapters because
So during the Lost Children arc, Puck keeps saying that, and Guts is just kind of writing him off.
right. So like, I mean, he eventually does that. I mean, there's like a lot more levity to the story. The more it progresses and the more like Puck, becomes well, at least Guts starts opening up to Puck. I think around the time that he saves him from you got to that part, right? I think after he fights dang, what the hell is the name of that girl? The giant butterfly girl?
Yeah, that was the boss fight of Lost Children. It's fuck, what? It was some weird ass name.
Yeah, she like I think
Butterfly
after say what?
Butterfly or Ella.
But yeah.
Goddamn.
Butterface or Ella. No, I
Blubberella.
Naked
Yeah.
butterfly lolly that they decided to do a very detailed drawing of.
yeah, and also the girl that he was gonna save, and like also like the situations that she's been put in.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my closing point, by the way. So like,
What? I'm busy.
Is it gonna be? Are you gonna do your daily reminder of Custody Amato, but
No,
with
no.
Miera?
pretty much, yeah. By the way, just reminding people, like someone did a video of this. Like, there's a lot of Berserk channels that like focus on Berserk lore and whatnot. They're not necessarily how I come to my conclusions about the Berserk lore, but sometimes they fucking disgust me with their like with like their defense of like Berserk being in like a Gravier magazine, and like how I'm pretty sure he adds in these like overly sexualized moments because he knows it sells for that magazine, or like it'll sell with like people that buy that type of thing. Because I've seen like girls with their big jugs on the covers of those magazines before. I think it's Young Animal. So
Hmm.
yeah. And you look at his other stuff, pretty bad.
Oh yeah, what was showing Chance that that comic of you know which one? I forget
Yeah,
what it's called.
Yeah, Duranki? I think it's
Duranki,
called
yeah.
Duranki. Yeah, that shit is fucking disgusting.
See what's the farm competitive.
But okay, all right. Next debate point. Casca, black, not.
Chance, you wanna go
What'd you
first?
say we would?
That's a hard one,
Try to
but
identify races.
I'd say ooh, actually that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Did we look at her
You
parents?
guys farm Saturday good.
Her parents are like no one in her family is identified.
Okay, so do you remember do you remember that like guy that Griffith, that Guts fought after he left Griffith in the Golden Age arc? He fought in like a tournament or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think his name is Sealot, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so Sealot later on in the manga he gets it's revealed that he's part of this army called the Kushan army.
Yeah.
And the Kushan are they're basically like Indian people. Like they have their own like culture, they have their own like country, I think in Midland somewhere, or like their own territory.
Well, yeah, because
So-
they're also the same people that the king sent after Griffith when they jailbroke him.
That's right. Yeah. His like enforcers, and one of them that like the really long one, and like the like kind of short one, and I think there's like a woman and stuff. But yeah, so they're like Indian people. So more than likely, Casca is Indian, or like an Indian type of derivative that they use in Berserk. So more than likely, that's what Casca is. She's not black. I don't think they have black people in Berserk yet.
What about Donovan?
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely black.
Donovan.
Is he Black Hawk? God damn it. We don't talk about Donovan. It's a Donovan-free podcast, alright?
So is fucking Pippin? Is he the same as Casca or is he black?
I think he's also Kushan because his hair is straight. I mean, we don't know how like what kind of hair that Donovan has, but like I'm pretty sure that Pippin is Kushan also. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, people they tend to look kind of white. Most of the characters. Some people say that Guts looks Japanese, but I don't know about that. Like, it doesn't look Japanese to me.
No, not really. I would not say I've seen any Japanese person that looks like Guts.
Yeah. Or at least they don't draw the eyes like a Japanese person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say Casca is definitely either mixed. Someone made a video about that too, but like
God damn it.
no, I'd say she's 100% 100% Kushan. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah. It also makes sense too because they might have like a I don't think the Midland people, like the stand-in like Anglo people, I don't think they really have a culture of selling slaves or owning slaves, but the Kushan people might. Take that as you will though.
Okay, so who is the who's the blonde guy with the ponytail that loves Casca?
Oh, starts with an R. Oh no, yeah, you're right, Juno.
You're thinking of Rickert.
Yeah.
Judo.
Judo. Okay, cool. I'll edit all this out too because I forgot what the fuck his name is. Okay. Well, anyways,
Leave it in.
okay. So next point here, judo. Did you guys care?
Yeah, Judo died.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's for my
Yeah,
own personal reasons.
it was kind of a scene where you're like meant to care if he dies. But I would say the average reader, you don't really get enough time with them to actually think about it, you know?
Hmm.
Because
Like,
like he's there the entire time, but you don't really have many direct scenes with him.
um, someone brought this up that like his I forget where, I think it was either Tranquil Dionysian, or which his name is Berserk guy now, or it might have been um some other Berserk channel that I can't remember the name of. I'm gonna have to like reference that in like a comments or something like that. But they said that like judo is like the this is the reason why I was kind of sad later on when I thought about it more. Judo is like kind of like the person that could be like a main character, where he's like kind of good at everything, and he's like charismatic, and he gets along with everybody, but
Hmm.
he's not that. He's not the main character. So like I think he said something about like, I think when they were in the bar or something like that, that Guts should go with Casca somewhere.
Yeah,
And
actually, yeah, he actually tells Guts that on more than one occasion because in the bar, right after he talks about how he's not great at anything, he tells Guts that when he leaves to take Casca, and then when Guts comes back to save Griffith, he says this time when you leave, you make sure to take her with you, even if you have to force her.
yeah, so it's like um so basically like the premise of it was that like he's almost good enough, but he's not able to do the things that he wants to do. So he'll just, if anything, he'll just get other people to do it for him, or like
Hmm.
he'll live voyeuristically through those people.
Yeah, well,
So
he even said that himself. He straight up said, you know, I can do anything I try, but I'll never be a master at it. So I can't have my own dreams. So I'm gonna live through Griffith's dream.
exactly. So he's like, he's kind of like a tragic character in that way, where he never really got to do that, even though he wasn't necessarily doing that with in his own life. But I mean, his life got cut short, saving Casca, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I think. So yeah, I'm kind of, when you think about it more, it is very sad, in my opinion.
All right. All right. Might as well move from character to character. That scumbag dude. What was his name?
Scumbag. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that guy's a fucking asshole.
The guy who wanted to kill Guts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fuck.
Name. What is his name?
That's how important he was. None of us remember his fucking name.
He's important. He's an important character.
Well, when he was selling himself on the streets of whatever, like
Calcutta.
Calcutta, yeah.
Don't make reference to that fucking Berserker bridge. By the way, okay, should we talk about
when Guts killed the kid, he was like, "Oh shit, now I'm the asshole."
oh no, maybe killing this kid will like what is it called? Bring something to my conscience. Oh no, now I'm more evil than ever.
Yeah. God.
Okay, for people that are listening, I guess we'll make you go on a tangent. Me and Tony got introduced to Berserk through Berserk Abridged, by HBI2K. Is that his name?
I think so.
Yeah, HBI2K, the Berserk Abridged series. That's our me and Tony's like first uh you know our first fucking
Introduction to Berserk. Yeah.
yeah, we got exposed like through that. So if you hear any of those things, fuck, I think his name is Corcus. His name is
Corcus. Yeah, there we go.
That's it. That's it.
Corcus. Yeah, he's a fucking asshole, dude. He's just a bitter piece of shit. Like,
no character development or anything. What's
Well,
his deal?
no, there definitely was character development because like we can see how he goes from like hating Guts to like he still is an asshole towards Guts, but you can see how he appreciates his role there in a way, and then he's also one of the ones trying to convince Guts not to leave, even though he's a dick about it. He's still like trying to get Guts to stay around.
I think he's just a dickhead. I think he's like I don't see that at all. I just see like this he's like saying, "Oh, you think you're better than Griffith, or you think you're better than you're not?" And he's like, you can tell he's talking about himself to Guts. So he's just like projecting his shitty like opinion of himself on Guts or whatever, and like giving himself reasons not to go out and do that because he said he had his own band of people, right? So
Mhm.
like. So like he's just like saying, "Oh yeah, you're not good enough. You're not like this and that, or like you're
Well,
not."
no, actually, he, if I recall, his dream was different, and then actually, during Griffith being in prison, it was actually mentioned that he left and was being successful, but he didn't like it and he came back to the Band of the Hawk.
Oh, okay then. Right, right. Oh, really? I don't remember that at all. Okay.
Yeah, it was like very brief. It was like one line, but uh one of them asked him why he came back or whatever.
Right.
Um
Okay, because I couldn't see that at all. That dude being I couldn't see Corcus being successful at all. I could just see him like just wasting all of his money and just lying about it. So.
I mean, it's possible, but it's also possible that, like, Guts leaving kind of gave him the inspiration to actually try what he wanted to do.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I think I have the lowest opinion of Corcus. I think he's a fucking bitch. I hate him. Yeah. So.
Wait, can I
Yeah.
say something about the HBI 2K Berserk the Bridge?
Yeah. Sure.
I think another reason it was good too is because he injected a lot of humor, but he kept a lot of the spirit of the thing. Because there's this one really good scene where it's the scene where you talk about Judo was talking to Guts in the bar or whatever, and then Guts is all like, "Hey, you know, Judo, you're a really good guy. You know that?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I know." And then the scene ends, and I'm like, "That's really nice, actually." You know what I mean?
Well,
Like he actually
I-
wrote it better than the fucking
I think in a
comic.
I think in a bridge series is only good if it manages to keep the spirit while bringing the humor. Like, if it's just completely its own thing, it's not really a good bridge series.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Bridge series now, I mean, Dragon Ball Z just like de-evolved into like, hey, Snoop Dogg, MGL 360 no scope now, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with Dragon Ball Z, but alright.
Like the first DBZ of bridge series was actually pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, it's de-evolved.
Well, that was like I think the first DBZ abridged. They took forever to like get that out, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the timeline for that one, but I know the Hellsing Bridge was by the same people, and that was like an episode a year.
Was it by Team 4 Star? Because I think like the dude
If I
from
recall.
Connor from Trash Taste, I think he was part of that. I think he played Helsing. No, not Helsing. I think he played fucking. I don't know what his name is in the thing, but Dracula.
Alucard.
Alucard, yeah.
Dr. Acula.
Doctor.
Hellsing Bridge was also by Team 4 Star, yeah.
Really? Okay then. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, well, I just figured that it was so good because they had all done their own abridged series like leading up to that, and then worked on that together. So they were already seasoned like abridgers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's where they should have left it, and then actually like evolved. But now they're stuck doing Dragon Ball Z abridged until Oblivion, I guess.
And I don't recall who did it, but in my opinion, the SAO bridge was also pretty good.
SAO. Oh my God, they did that?
Yeah, it was by a different team, but it was funny as fuck.
Oh my God. Do people like Sword Art Online? Is that like a?
Yeah, dude, there's like 20 movies.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's 2 movies.
There's like
People
20
were-
movies. People
People
love
were
that shit.
bitching that it was so shit. Like,
So, like, my opinion on that is, the second half of season 1, and then the first half of season 2. No, second half of season 2 were shit.
did someone get sexually assaulted in that?
Probably.
Cause I remember I remember like the main character is also called the Black Swordsman, right?
Yeah.
And then people were saying that they deviated from the manga a lot. Am I wrong about that?
I mean, I've only read so much of the novel, but I don't really see much deviation. From what I've seen, it's pretty true to the writing.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, and then people like compare the Guts and that main character from SAO a lot. So,
Like
I mean,
they go by the same name, but there's no fucking comparison. Like,
right,
uh,
right.
in my opinion.
I
Well,
mean, I think that's a lot of people's opinion.
well, my opinion is that Dot Hack Sign is the best online medieval game manga ever. Fuck everyone.
When's the last time you played that?
I'm playing through it now.
Oh, are you? Is
I
it that
freaking
good?
love that cock. Yeah, I freaking love Dot Hack Sign.
Oh, well, I love the Black Hawk.
Yeah.
No,
God.
no, not at all. No, none of that paused garbage on this podcast.
All right. I guess we'll go to. I'm just going through a list of characters now. Ricket.
Ricket's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
He bitch slaps. Okay, spoilers. He bitch slaps. Griffith at some point.
Hell yeah.
Ricket's strongest character in Berserk.
Yeah. So. Anybody else, Tony?
Guts' best friend, Sean Shamel.
I always, when I read the manga, okay, this is gonna sound kind of gay, right? When I read the manga, I put Guts' voice as the Ocean dub Piccolo. You remember the guy who dubs Piccolo in the Ocean dub, Tony?
Oh yeah. Do I remember? All I remember is the Ocean dub. Whenever I hear their Dragon Ball Z voices now, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I
that's
mean, sorry
the,
to everybody. I know everybody memes the Ocean dub, but it's just better.
No, nobody memes the Ocean dub. I think they meme the. Well, the Ocean dub is the meme. The over
Yeah.
9,000 meme is the Ocean dub. So.
That's what I'm saying.
when
In
people
my
say, like,
opinion, all dubs are memes, but continue.
Shut up. Shut up. So wrong. You're so wrong. You can bring art. You can bring art through like changing something and like.
Yeah, haven't you watched Ghost Stories? I mean, that's just if that doesn't prove
Okay.
that dubs are superior.
Dubs are art. All right.
There's some animes that have really good dubs, but a lot of the time, the voice acting and carryover of the emotion is shit.
Dude, that was in the 90s. I'll agree with that in the 90s, but now it's just way better. I mean, Cromartie High School is a good example of that. Cromartie High
Yeah,
School is
me
so
too.
freaking good. Such a good
In, like,
English
the early
dub.
2000s.
No, that's like mid 2000s.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah.
Alright,
And
so they were doing a little bit better.
what else is a good dub?
Oh,
Nah,
name
that's
the here's a question for you, Chance. Name the original Japanese names of the Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
He doesn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hold on.
No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Tell me right now.
No, I have no idea. I only watched a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! I was just trying to get Katie to go away.
Okay.
Taya is still Taya, right?
No, I think it's you might be. I think Joe. I think Tristan isn't even Tristan. It's like something complete super Japanese.
Yeah.
So like yeah.
It's
Okay, okay, here's another
Kentaro.
one. Okay. Wait, Tony, stop me if this sounds stupid. All right. Name the original Japanese names of the Pokemon characters.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Haven't seen Pokemon. It's so fucking long.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, the original characters. Ash, Misty, and Brock. What is their original Japanese names?
Brock
Like
is
I said,
Kentaro.
it's Ashu, Misty-U, and Brock-U.
I thought it was Ching Char. No, Tony, edit that out.
And a ching chong nip nong to you, young lady.
Should we
Shit.
get back on to Berserk or?
Let's talk about the greatest anime ever made, Evangelion.
I haven't watched it.
Neon Genesis
Let's talk-
Evangelion is the greatest anime ever created.
Let's talk about the greatest anime ever made. Danburu no Kilomotoru.
What's that one?
Tony knows.
Your favorite anime is Poco no Pico, you fucking.
Boku no Pico is actually an artistic masterpiece. I've never watched it. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking liar! Look at him. Look at him flail.
Isn't that what-
Come on, please help me, Dr. D.